I'm never giving up. I'm trying to show these boys how to move with the sauce, man, I'm giving it up. I got some issues with love, they got some issues with us. Why? Cause we young with the sauce, we driving the clothes and they still on the bus. If we don't drive it, that's Uber, cause we don't like a. They gotta walk with the moving and living and cut all the talking and do it. Wait, Trey West, I got no manners. These boys ain't got no answers. In the booth, on them getting jiggy on them, but I'm no dancer. Real.
I absolutely love this category. Here are the best throwbacks. Taking the classics and reinventing them. Sounds easy, but to pull it off with true style is harder than it looks. These finalists managed to pull it off. Lucci, aka, took the Air Penny 2 Vice style. Gamer Keezy's Air Jordan 6 takes flight with the Galaxy Blast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Brooklyn Nets in their house, Barclays Center. Looking at the Nets, they came out flat in Game 5 and got run off the floor. After that embarrassing showing, they're dead set on avoiding a repeat tonight. No surprise that this is an elimination game, Kenny, but it is a surprise that they're the team that can close this out.
Yeah, they've got everything working for them right now. They're playing great shot. They're at home. It's winning time.
This is where you can't afford to let up. It goes to Game 7 and they lose. They'll be kicking themselves all season.
And that does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn Nets mean business. A shot from earlier on coming down the tunnel, ready to put a show on here at home. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. We've already got quite a series on our hands, folks, and this is only the first round. Game 6 in the West. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Ewing is out there with Garnett. Then it's Starks. Then there's Bird. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for the Nets, Pierce out there with Baker. Then it's Russell. Then it's Jordan. And it's Billups in at the 1. Off the tip. Outside, Pierce. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. He feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
And Young kicks to Starks. Garnett outside. He feeds it to Burke. And there it is for him.
Well, there's some unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Young against Billups. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about the size Billups has at that point guard spot? Even when he gets hit, he's got the strength to play through the contact.
There's Patrick Ewing on the assist by Starks.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Billups. Banked in off the glass.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Ewing the pass to Young. Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Bird outside. 6 to shoot. A 3. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg. If you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end. And clearly, they were not.
Jordan against Starks. The shot's good from Jordan.
Oh, you're kidding. 5 for 5, and they just got started.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Garnett outside, passes it to Bird, and it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Now here's Billups. Pass to Jordan. Outside, Pierce. Back to Jordan. The pass to Baker. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself on his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Bird. Back to Young. And stolen by Russell. Now here's Billups. Pass to Jordan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw tonight. One shot. Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. He said, I consider this a must-win game for us. We need to close this series out at home, or we'll be putting ourselves in a very difficult spot. Tonight is going to be a battle. Well, at least he's honest, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Young taking his time here. Here's Bird. Oh, they recover it. PG, that's good. Garnett's got his second basket of the night. Nets leading by 5. Outside, Billups. So it's Brooklyn with it. Baker passes to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. That's in. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And outside. Bird outside. He's going up for the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
An obsessive perfectionist mentioned this. Bird's become one of the great passers this league has ever seen.
Passes it to Jordan. The shot, no good. Some solid defense right there from Starks. To the paint. And then Ewing with the jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Hawks. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 9.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 minutes.
Garnett, right side. Starks outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Brooklyn may have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for Russell. Iguodala comes in for Pierce. And Bibby subbed in for Chauncey Billups.
What's up?
On the free throw, no good.
And Baker has proven to be an efficient scorer. Also, will hit the glass hard, a nightly double-double threat. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Bibby, following the bucket by the Hawks. Pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. And that's now 11 points for Michael.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And the Nets really going to change here. Smith is checked in. Griffin against Iguodala. And there's the pass to Kim. Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
What's up?
Smith no good on the free throw. The Hawks trail by 9. Down low. And Griffin scores. The assist by Irving.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now, here is Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bucket is good.
Okay, how about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Here's Bibby. They lead by 7. To the inside. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Walker. Outside Griffin. Knocked away. Iguodala with the steal. outside Jordan. Kicks it to Bibby. Passes it to Iguodala. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Irving looking over the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. They get Andre Iguodala.
Boy, that's Kyrie right there. He draws so much defensive attention. Guys want to be physical with him, but this guy able to take contact so well for his size.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one at the line is good.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
To Jordan. The Nets shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 11. Outside Irving. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Here's Smith. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
In the corner, Irving with it for 3. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Smith against Irving. A floater. Bibby misses.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. Bucket 6. Back to Camby. And slammed on by Camby.
When Kyrie Irving comes off that pick and roll, he has so much attention on him due to his speed that it results in a lot of easy shots for the guys around him.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Misses.
Yeah, and in college, on his way to winning the national championship at Michigan, Rice set the March Madness scoring record. He was out of his mind in that tournament, averaged over 30 points a game.
And we'll be right back after this. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. They've got O'Neal, Iguodala out there with Pierce. Then it's Bibby, and it's Smith in at the 2 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Griffin. Knocks down the 10-footer. Griffin's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Atlanta. And the pass to Bibby. Here's Iguodala. Bounce pass, Smith. O'Neal inside. Can be on him. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. Walker with the rebound.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
We'll start the second quarter, about a minute gone. Canby up top, guarded by O'Neal. Canby dishes to Griffin. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Oh, good off the back of the rim. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Bibby. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Pierce. No good that time. Walker with some nice deep. The Hawks trail by 3. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Canby no luck.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Inside, it's tipped. Griffin with the steal. Here's Rice. He's covered by Iguodala. To the inside. Canby. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And here's Bibby. Pass to Pierce. Jacks up a 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Nets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Iguodala. He can't get that one, so Atlanta will take it the other way. The 11-footer, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's the pass to Bibby. Back to Pierce. Here's the 3. That's good. It's Bibby with the assist that time. Bibby's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
Out to Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
You know, Bird never had that elite burst out of the stands, but what he does have is incredible instincts, just reads the defense and anticipates the drive.
Pass to Pierce.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Baker hits to Bibby. And Bird comes to help. Just 4 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. Pierce has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nets.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
On the outside. On the pass to Bird. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets leading by 3. Outside, Pierce. Hibby with it. Back to Pierce from past the arc. Again, Pierce missing. Hawks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Garnett dishes to Young. Garnett the pass to Young. He kicks it to Bird. Over Billups. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Outside Pierce. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Billups. Garnett with the block.
KG has always had tremendous instincts. Sends another one back the way it came.
In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Young kicks to Ewing. Back to Young. To the middle. And Garnett with the basket on the assist from Young. Garnett's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Pierce. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Pierce has got 12 in the game. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Russell against Ewing. Here's Bird. That one doesn't drop. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Baker passes to Bibby. He dishes it to Russell. Knocked loose. Young with the steal. Here's Starks, and it's sent back by Russell.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
The Hawks trail by 3. Passes to Young, and here's Ewing. Back to Young. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Down low, Lee Baz was put in just the right spot. 16 points for Paul Pierce.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Bird, and it's good off off the back of the rim and in.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Pass to Jordan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Nets have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. And he makes the first. So Jordan nails both of them. 1:56 left in the first half. And Young kicks to Garnett. The pass to Bird. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Baker. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Irving's checked in for Starks. Young outside. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
Pass to Pierce. Pierce is doubled. And there's Billups. That's good on the assist by Pierce. 6 points for Chauncey Billups.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Irving finds Garnett. And 101 left in the first half. Here's Irving. And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got 12.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
The Nets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Passes it to Jordan. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
He's got 12. To the paint. Here's Garnett. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, Garnett may have lost a step in terms of quickness, but makes up for that with strength and body control.
Billups against Young. Outside Billups. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Chauncey Billups. So both teams changing it up here. So he gets them both. That's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with the Diesel and the Jet. Checking out Brooklyn, they're locked in a battle tonight. And knowing that they're desperate to clinch the series here in Game 6, it's likely to be a rough, grinded-out second half. They don't want to let this opportunity get away from them. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. On the court for a half. Garnett out there with Burke. And it's Young. Then there's Ewing. And it's Starks in at the shooting guard. Young outside for the lead. Carries it from three-point range. Young's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Phillips with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Here's Jordan. Garnett with the block. They retain possession. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. So it's the Hawks now. They lead by 1. Young pass to Ewing. Back to Young. The 8-footer. And he knocks down the jumper. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Phillips passes to Jordan. In position. Garnett outside. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage, recognizes that and still able to score it.
Goes up the baseline. Again, the Hawks score.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Baker. To Pierce, 6 to shoot. Russell trying to free himself up. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Pierce.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Bird outside. Poked away. Stolen by Pierce. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's so close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Russell passes to Jordan. High, Hardy A shot. He lays it in. Jordan's got 23.
And that time, the screener rolls, and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes the good decision to keep that one himself.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Checked in. And there's the pass to Garnett. Shot from the top of the key. Brooklyn with the rebound. Down low with a lead. And there's Mike Bibby on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Bird outside. Over Baker. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bird's got 4 this quarter. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
It's tipped. Pass to Pierce. That's good. It's Bibby with the assist that time. Bibby's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young dishes to Garnett. Bird outside. And it's sent back by Russell. And he recovers it. And it's Bird with the jam. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Brooklyn. O'Neal's check in for Russell. Iguodala comes in for Paul Pierce. And Smith subbed in for Michael Jordan.
Or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
Passes it to Bibby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Baker. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Larry Bird.
Yeah, heard the whistle and kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And the Hawks making a change here. Walker's checked in. Here's Irving. He's got 12. At number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Iguodala, the pass to O'Neal. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
That's to Bibby. There's Baker. Rejected by Walker. Here's Starks. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And now a 5-point Atlanta lead.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Atlanta.
This is
here is O'Neal. No points in the game yet for him. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Griffin. No good on that one. Smith with the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's Baker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Baker's got 9.
What a great look from Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Irving finds Griffin. Here's Rice. Here is Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. An easy 2 points on the way. Griffin's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
The Nets have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The pass to O'Neal. That's good. It's Gibby with the assist that time. Gibby's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Irving against Bibby. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Pass to Smith. Here's Baker. Passes it to O'Neal. Rebounded by the Hawks. Campy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Irving. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Iguodala outside. Irving against Bibby. There's the double team with Walker. And here's Iguodala outside. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, Griffin in position. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Chauncey Billups is checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in. Smith against Irving. Here's Baker. That one's not going to go. Walker with some nice D. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Rice. And again, it's Atlanta.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Billups with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Billups with the bucket.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. From the arc. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith the pass to Baker. Pass it to Smith with the assist that time. And now it's only a 5-point Hawks lead.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a 4 first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And Walker gets Irving. Over Billups. And it's Irving missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one to strike. For Brooklyn, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Russell, he's checked in for Baker. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Atlanta. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving with the ball. He's got 20. It's taken away by Smith. For the tie. And that one drops for him. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a scorching 68% in the game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Nets. You've got Jordan, Jermaine O'Neal out there with Russell. And it's Pierce, and it's Phillips in at the point guard position. Irving drives in. Sweet little floater. Irving's got 22.
Well, we know this. Kyrie Irving on any given night can give you 40 on the offensive end. What a special talent.
Castro O'Neal. Excellent D there from Garnett.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
First free throw is good. And so Jordan nails both of them. Atlanta shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them. Young pass to Bird. O'Neal with the rebound. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Nets, Michael Jordan. And number 2.
And that one falls. That puts them up by 1 point.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
John Starks checked in for Atlanta. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
To the inside. Here's Garnett. Good play by Bird to set it up. 16 points for Kevin Garnett.
Well, at his age, for Kevin Garnett, it's about the passion and toughness allowing him to be successful.
Now the pass to Jordan. Excellent D there from Garnett.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Ball's not loose. Starts outside. Pocket 6. Over O'Neal. He shoots again. Ewing trying to get open. Shot's good by Garnett.
Well, there's a reason this is the 4-time NBA rebounding champion. KG to the offensive glass.
Outside, Phillips. Pass to Pierce. No place jumper from the free throw line. Pierce has got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this one.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Good work there as it goes.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And the wide open shot from Billups. Oh, good with the triple.
They came close there to tying it up.
He had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Jordan against Starks. Jordan's shot is off. Atlanta leading by 3. Pass to Garnett. Over Pierce. And Garnett misses. Young against Jordan. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Young pass to Ewing. Back in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Jordan. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jordan's got 30 points.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. He makes quick, solid decisions.
Here's Young. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And the pass to Pierce. Count it and the foul. It's on Larry Bird.
That was the right call. But when you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And although he's smaller, he's willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
And the Nets making a change here. Baker's checked in. That's good from Young.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Pass to Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
And he knocks down the first one. and so Jordan nails both of them. Here's Young. Passes it to Ewing. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Nets trail by 3. Outside Jordan. Outside Phillips. They get it again. Baker lays it up off the glass. Baker's got 9 points now in just the second hit.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Oh, sure. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
Now Phillips. Jordan with it. Now Garnett defending. It's good. And the Hawks is cut down to 1. The bucket from Jordan.
And the way Jordan attacks it, the ferocity of his drive, does an exceptional job scoring after contact.
And Bird, here we go. Garnett trying to break loose. Bird can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
6 to shoot. The 3 from Phillips. Let's keep it alive. Pierce wide open. He fires. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Young kicks to Garnett. Young against Phillips. Young inside. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the 4th.
Phillips passes to Jordan. Pass to Baker. Phillips from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Phillips has got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Bird outside. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Bird. Bird's got 4 assists in the game. Timeout called the Nets. Jordan player of the game, Kevin Garnett.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. There's the pass to Pierce. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stoppage lead.
As the free throw drops for him.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
They double him with Russell. Ewing, and then Ewing with the chance.
The vision from the crafty little guard. Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Outside Phillips. Outside Russell, 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Pierce. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, that's the last thing they need. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Young. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They lead by 1. 1:49 left in the 4th. Here's Irving. Good, nice job down low. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Here's Jordan, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Starks.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Michael Jordan. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. And he makes both free throws. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter. Phillips against Irving. Inside. Here's Garnett. It's blocked. Phillips against Irving. Here's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Phillips. Phillips has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And this is why Pierce is so special. A clutch scorer, and we've seen that in this game. God does not back down from the moment.
No good from Irving.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
Stolen by Ewing. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's sent back by Russell. The drive by
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Garnett dishes to Irving. The rebound by Baker. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Thompson Billups at the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Atlanta. It's a halt the run. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Thompson Billups at the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Here's Ewing. So good on the triple.
Got his head out enough on that one to bother the 3-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. So it's Atlanta now. Irving kicks to Garnett. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinal. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.